What up, ninjas? Gajo here. Got another review for you, and it's a third-party toy. Woo! Not third-party toy. Sonicron, obviously. And for those who hate, I don't care. Stop the video and fack off. This toy is for people who want to watch this review, potentially buy it in the future, and try not to spend too much money, get an idea of what this thing's going to entail. I'm not going to hate this figure, even though it does have flaws, and quite a few, but it's the overall aesthetic appeal of this figure that gives me hope for the future of BTS toys. This is Sonicron BTS-04. I am familiar with BTS because I have previously purchased BTS-03, which is the Matrix of Leadership experience. So here is Sonicron. He is a handheld dictaphone or digital voice recorder. Pretty much everything he needs or has as weapons is on his persons. He is kind of flimsy as far as the joints go. But this mode is very fantastic as far as a third-party mode goes, because it has a functioning front door on here that I love that feature right there. That's really cool. And it doesn't really have a lot of kibble just like laying around. It does look like kind of like a blue dictaphone. It's really nice. And then also over here, another one of his little weapons that just kind of attach in such a way. It does have a very G1-ish sound wave feel, but let's not get into specifics. Let's just transform it and go from there. You break the end off, and before that you just kind of want to remove these because these are his weapons, so they'll just kind of fall all over the place if you don't anyway. So you flip this out, and what you do is you widen these panels, which will bring out these leg pieces. Now be careful, because this plastic isn't like super awesome. It's on like this thin little piece here, so that might break. You don't want to chance it, right? So you separate that, that'll meet up and marry in here, and you just kind of want to adjust that so that eventually you will have to join it like this in the front. So don't worry about it right now. We'll just concentrate on the legs. The legs you'll split then in the middle. They will fly out to the side, and this is where it starts getting loosey-goosey here. Don't worry. Don't worry. Flip that out. Get your toe. Flip that down. Flip that out. Get one leg. Same thing with the other side here. Get your toe out. So there's his legs. So far so good. Now he is really, like I said, loosey-goosey right there. This part is the hardest part of the whole transformation for me, because I don't want to force this too much, but you just pull out this bottom part and it gives him more of a chest, or, well, gives him more of a waist. Kind of like so he doesn't look so boxy. One arm pulls up and goes over. This arm pulls out and gets shoved down. Go in the back, and we will flip up one of his heads. Oh wait, it didn't come out. That's not good. Come here. So this is one of the heads. I don't have the other head right now. I lost it, kind of. I know where it is. It's just I didn't have time to grab it, and I wanted to get this review done for all of you guys, so we'll put this on there. It'll be more of a sound wave head, and we will adjust the camera in a second here as soon as I get him positioned properly, or more or less, so I can stand him up. Then you pull out his arm here. That'll give him the articulation. This will flip out, obviously, if I can get it, and that will be one of his hands. Grab the other side, it'll do the same thing basically, except it'll split at the halfway point. Ah! Okay, And Sonicron is transformed, or your BTS third-party sound wave, if you will. Just kind of get him to stand like that. Good enough. Back it out. There you go, guys. Very nice, actually. I mean, once you get him standing and get him into like kind of like a position that you want, he looks very nice. Now we will go for the weapons. Weapons, you want to flip his arm panel open over here. That'll get one piece of his weapon. We'll just kind of play a balancing act real quick here. Trying to get him to stand. Well, good enough. He's standing. Alright, so you take your one gun without the red tip. You flip open the handle. You shove this into it, and that'll be his, basically, you know, his signature G1 style gun. This is supposed to be his mini cannon rotating device. This, you kind of need to like shake out that little itty bitty peg. That'll fall in there. That is loose as crap in there. I mean, if you want to display it like that, it'll work. I'm pretty sure you could glue it in there or do whatever, but I mostly just kind of mount it on his back in the hole right there. And then also he has a missile launcher. This actually kind of makes up for that because it does mount on his back. If I can grab the hole here. It does mount on his back and it does flip forward. And it does give him a shoulder cannon, so that actually kind of makes up for it. But in all reality, it should be no excuse. You know, it's hard to say a lot of good things about this figure because it does have such flaws that, you know, make it not worth the original $59.95 price tag. $20, you know, I mean, the only reason why it's worth $20 is because there's a crap load of engineering put into it, but at the same time you're getting such a poop figure out of it. If you went in and did a lot of modification to tighten up all these joints and stuff, I'm pretty sure this figure would be ridiculous. I, for one, am going to go on one of those delicious conquests and actually try to get this guy to become very, very stiff in his ways, I guess you could say, so that I can, you know, get him a very epic position on the shelf. I mean, I just kind of have him leaning up against something so that he doesn't, like, kill everything on the ground. But basically, yeah, he can throw his hand up in the air like you just don't care. Do all kinds of crazy positions and stuff. I mean, he is really nice in his robot mode, as you can see. You know, he's got his gun, obviously. He does have a lot of nice seams. You know, obviously I don't have any cassettes, otherwise I'd totally be whipping the cassettes out and showing you guys. Especially if I had the BTS cassettes, like Yin and Yang and all those other guys. But for the most part, he does not look bad at all. He is like a dead-on, almost dead-on figure for Soundwave, you know, or maybe Sound Blaster, if you will. I mean, you could say that too, I suppose. Sound Blaster, Soundwave, whichever one you want to go for. I like Soundwave. I wanted a Soundwave that looked G1-ish. This guy serves the purpose. I'm going to actually work on tightening his joints up, though, so that I can make him look a lot nicer. So mostly just these hip joints. These are the only two things. These two joints right here. If those were tightened up, this figure would probably not be bad at all, even though the joints and stuff. So I mean, this is kind of like on you guys. If you're a Soundwave fanatic or you just like the way this thing looks and you don't feel like playing with it, buy it, set it on your shelf, and never touch it again. It would look awesome in your collection. I got this from Bumbleblogging for a trade. I actually just bought this outright from him, but like I picked him up like some Kamen Rider stands or something for his figure arts characters. So for that $25 set, I got this, and I do like it. It's totally worth the money. 25 bucks, you know, I mean, and then also he sent me a bunch of other crap too, so that's pretty cool. So this is Gajo, signing off with a review of Sonicron. Thank you, Bubble Blogging, for whoever sending this to me. I will take good care of it, obviously. I'll have your package sent out soon. Alright, this is Gage saying peace out. Close-ups at the end. Hopefully I can put them in an awesome pose for you guys. Thanks. Peace.